Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, today has been one hell of a day for Master Universe fans. The trailer for the Master Universe movie dropped earlier this morning, and my friends AJ of He-Mania.com and of course the Eternia royalty himself, Mike, we did a full deep dive and basically ripped apart the entire trailer as much as we could. That is a huge live stream that we did, and you can check out that video right here if you guys are interested in seeing exactly how we broke the whole trailer down. But I thought that we should summarize it a bit because that trailer was that live stream was really long. So I wanted to go through this and actually break down everything that you probably missed in the Master Universe trailer. There were a heck of a lot of Easter eggs, things that we didn't even realize were there on the first viewing. And upon closer inspection, there were some amazing deep dives into the history of Master Universe. And I wanted to really showcase that with you and share those little Easter eggs that we were able to find, because this really blew our minds. Let's have a look, everybody. Guys, the Masters Universe trailer really did blow all of us away. And I got to tell you, this is a love letter to the fans for sure. Travis Knight really knows what he's doing, and let's break down everything that he did on this trailer to really give us the sense that this is the year of Master Universe in 2026. Let's have a look, everybody. And the first Easter egg that we actually get to see is Zor. Yes, Sorceress in her bird form. She looks glorious, and exactly the way she looks. Paint the colors of her wings. You know, the tricolor Sorceress, absolutely beautiful. Exactly the way she looked in the Filmation cartoon. And she basically flies over to Eternos. And this is our first glimpse of the city of Eternos. And of course, inspired by real life locations around the world. And then, of course, we get to see Castle Grayskull. My goodness. This, of course, is a different type of Castle Grayskull, which looks absolutely thrilling. But at the same time, it has an ominous nature to it. But the design itself is just wonderful. Zooming in closer, you can actually see that there are holes inside of the walls where the actual jaw bridge teeth would actually fit in. Wonderfully designed. Obviously, it's a fully closed jaw bridge. But then you see all these other, indentations into the castle itself, possibly defendable ports. And the other thing that you notice is this bridge leading up to Grayskull is ancient. Truly ancient. It is falling apart. We can see that here. And that indicates to me that this castle has existed before many people were even around. And we actually get to see a little bit more of a glimpse of that as we move forward. We just pull back and see everything. All of the city of Eternos, the royal palace. This is just absolutely stunning. We even see a Talon Fighter, which comes right to the screen. And this is beautiful. It does actually resemble Zor in many ways. We see the beak here, the colorization, the wingtips. Everything about this is just glorious. Very much in the same style as the Sorceress. We see so many different little details as well. We can see that there's a river that actually runs through the entire city into the actual pool here. Many different towers and defendable positions. The royal court, especially the palace itself. There's even an observation tower, which actually looks as if it has an observation ring, which goes all the way to the top. Perhaps this is how they signal the Sorceress when they wish to have an audience with her. We can see here that a bridge has been made for the passage from the mainland, if you will, to Castle Grayskull itself. And we see that this bridge is actually much newer in its nature. It is a suspension bridge, and you can see the actual supports. You can see the old bridge, which leads to Castle Grayskull, and it is in absolute ruins. You can see that many of the structures have been slowly eroding away, mainly because it is across a waterfall, and that actually is something that I truly was not expecting when I first saw this. There are a lot of little Easter eggs here as well. We can see almost like a spinal structure here on the side of Castle Grayskull, very much indicative of what we saw in the Filmation edition. But what really catches your eye is this single lone tower. What is that? I'll be honest with you. I actually tend to think that might be the ethereal tower that exists not only on this part of Eternia, but also in Preternia, where Eternia Castle resides. Because as we know, there are actually make it 4 now. There are 4 different towers that reside on the Eternia Castle location. There is the Snake Tower, the Grayskull Tower, and of course the Havoc Tower, as well as the Central Tower itself. So this, in my opinion, could possibly be King Grayskull's tower. This is amazing. The Easter eggs really start coming in right about here, because here we see the Palace of Eternos and a lot of the cat heraldry that they have. They obviously have a reverence of cats, and you can see all the people gathered around and walking on this wonderful little bridge that they've created towards the Castle Grayskull. It's almost like a beautiful vacation area. It's free. It's amazing. And then we see the kings of Eternia and possibly even the heroes of Eternia past. One of the ones that really stands out is this individual right here, who I believe is King Grayskull. In my opinion, I believe this is possibly the effigy of King Grayskull, because he is actually holding the power sword itself. If it zooms around, you can actually see that that is the power sword. There'll be a better, closer look at it in another shot. And of course, Zor continues to fly towards Castle Grayskull, and zooming in on her, she really is exactly the way you would expect from the toy. Just a beautiful depiction of the Sorceress Falcon form. Absolutely stunning. Then we see the entire landscape of Eternos itself. But then we focus in on the present day Prince Adam. And this is where things get really fascinating. Looking at the background, here are some of the Easter eggs that we talked about earlier. We see in the background that he is obsessed with the Sword of Power. The Sword of Power, somehow, he knows about it. He realizes there's something about the sword that he needs, and possibly he's been told something about the sword. I don't know what that is, but why would he continue to be drawing the sword over and over and over again? And here's what's really funny. We actually see him drawing King. Is that his father? Is that King Randor? Oh my goodness. We can also see, is that a battle? Is that a battle mace? Is that Duncan's weapon? Oh my goodness, guys. And in the background, we even see some more drawings and illustrations of perhaps family members or friends. This is crazy. Zooming in once again to the background, we see that he is obsessed with medieval armor and swords. The Sword of Power is continuously on his mind. He is so obsessed with it, which is a unique design and was never actually designed on Earth. So that's another reason why he's so obsessed with it. In the corner here, right at the top, is that Skeletor? Is that a depiction of Skeletor right there in the corner? My goodness, that's crazy. And of course, we do see a lot of armored individuals, and even Castle Grayskull, two depictions right behind him where he's sitting on the bed. Freaking incredible. On his desk, he's a fan of action figures. He's got two little action figures right here standing. Now, they're probably, sword and sorcery figures, maybe Dungeons and Dragons, but it's amazing to see that he's still, one of us. He's one of us here, a true action figure collector. He also collects Nike shoes. He's a Nike fan, guys. And he even has a vehicle for his figures, and he's obsessed with astronomy. Obviously, he longs to go home and continues to look at the stars. But he's learned a lot about Earth and our traditions. And if you look in the background there, are those original sketches by Mark Taylor? Oh my God, guys. This is crazy. Move on. We see the great MGM Lion. Does anybody else think that they should replace that with Cringer or Battle Cat roaring? I think that would be awesome. That Prince Adam and Queen Marlena have a very difficult decision to make. Queen Marlena has to decide what to do with Prince Adam. The Eternian Royal Guard are preparing to defend the Palace Keep, and some of the great little Easter eggs that are in here are freaking incredible. That is, if for fans of Master of the Universe and of course for toy collectors, that is the toy axe that comes with multiple different figures in the line, including Manifaces, the multiple weapon Manifaces, and I do believe it actually comes. Somebody can correct me in the comments section below, but I do believe it comes with one of the play sets, either Castle Grayskull or Snake Mountain, for the weapons rack. But there it is. There is, and you can tell because the handguard is very, very specific on this axe, and you can see it right there as he's swinging it around. It is the handguard, which really defines this as the playset axe. And then his colleague to his left, his right and our left, is actually carrying a halberd, which is another weapon which is included with I believe it is the Grayskull playset. That is the halberd that is included with the playset. I can't believe that they are really getting this deep into the weeds on this one. After the explosion, there it is. We see Queen Marlena and Prince Adam running towards Castle Grayskull. We see the Kings of Eternia and of course the heroes of Eternia, all surrounding the map of Preternia. We see the gargoyles, we see the dragons, we see, someone said that they saw Zodiac in there, and there's even ancient Eternian writing all around this map. This is incredible. This is definitely some sort of meeting place that possibly the Sorceress of Grayskull and the Kings meet at instead of meeting inside of Grayskull. I think that that's possible. And of course, it is surrounded by all of the heroes and kings of Grayskull. This is incredible. We do see that they are running towards the castle, and as they're running into the castle, who is that in the corner? It is the Sorceress of Grayskull. Holy crap, guys. She's glowing with ethereal energy, and she actually, if we look carefully, she actually does raise her hand in welcome, but of course, to actually give them safe passage into Grayskull. It's a beautiful scene, and it's amazing how really it happens so fast, and you blink and miss it. That I did not see her the first time around. Then we're transported to Earth, where Adam is revealed to be a young man who's taken on the name Adam Glenn. This is significant, everybody, because Glenn, of course, is the name of his mother, Marlena Glenn. That was her Terran name, and he has taken that. And it makes us wonder, myself, AJ, and Mike, if he didn't actually get transported to his grandparents, for just like Superman was when he was found by Ma and Pa Kent. But in this case, Adam actually does have relatives on Earth, and perhaps he was left in their care. And the fun joke that's in here is he identifies as he, him, or perhaps even he, man. I love it. That is such a little great nod. Things in this scene are just crazy. Number one, this is the Master Universe is created by a toy company, Mattel, and they actually find the Sword of Power in a freaking toy store, man. Like, this blew my mind. This absolutely, truly blew my mind. And if you look carefully, there are a lot of fun Easter eggs here. I do believe that in the background. I think that is Lion-O. I believe that is the Lord of the Thundercats himself, which of course, Mattel has the license for Thundercats right now. That one in the back, I'm not sure, but it could be a Princess of Power. It might be, with the cape flared out. There are a ton of action figures in this case, which are impossible to make out. But we do have comic books and action figures on the wall. It's absolutely glorious. We get our first look at the Power Sword. But who is gripping it? It is an effigy of a He-Man, a Vicron, an original character by Mark Taylor. This looks crazy, everybody. But eagle-eyed viewers will also note that in the background, there are actually a host of different characters who we see back here. I do believe that actually is Mongol from the DC multiverse. This one right here. He's got a blue armor, yellow skin, and purple pants. In front of him, I do believe that is Green Lantern. It's my thinking that that's actually Green Lantern. Beside him, it's hard to tell who that is. It actually almost looks like Teela, but I think beside them is the Thing from Marvel superheroes. Then, if we actually look a little bit further up, that I believe is Gladiator Hulk. I think that in the middle there, that's Gladiator Hulk. Yeah, it's really hard to tell who this character is on the other side. But moving up in the middle here, I think that we're going a little bit into the history of Master Universe again. I think that this is actually a Four Horsemen Mythic Legions figure. I do believe that this is the Mythic Legion Cyclops. And on the top shelf, I believe that is Arazak. Absolutely crazy, everybody. There are some more figures in the case, but it's really hard to make them out. But he tries to steal the sword. Why would you try to steal the sword? Wouldn't you, like, in my opinion, you should ask if you can buy it. And of course, the person helping him is like, sir, you can't do that. If you zoom back, we actually do see this is definitely some sort of Mark Taylor design. This is some sort of Mark Taylor character. And they literally are throwing it in our face, guys. This is crazy. Zooming into the back, if you see the logo right there, oh my goodness, guys. This is Torak. This is Torak, one of Mark Taylor's original characters, and you see him everywhere. He's there on the right with a skull and a serpent. He's there in the middle, in the tower ruins, and his statue is there on the left. My goodness, guys. Torak, what a deep dive into the Master Universe and Mark Taylor. Freaking incredible. But it doesn't stop there. Going down further, Is that Cyclops? I think that is Cyclops, guys. And below him, is that Mysterio? Oh my goodness, this is getting nuts. This is just there's Iron Man in the middle there, along with Black Panther. The Black Panther. I think that's who that is. That I think is Hawkeye up there in the top corner, and everybody else. It's hard to see after that. But man, this is truly a incredible Easter eggs found here in this toy shop. Just crazy. Of course, Prince Adam continues to try and heave the sword out of there, and it looks like he's an Apple Watch user. He's got the Apple Watch, and of course now we're in the Talon Fighter with Teela and Adam. And if you see, there are actually some Eternian language that's on all the control panels, and we do see what appears to be a Bifrost effect, very much indicative of the Bifrost. And then, of course, we do see the Talon Fighter itself just literally warping into a portal. And somebody in the comments did tell me that that's actually why Skeletor wants the Talon Fighter, because it can actually warp between dimensions. I was not aware of that. It's been a long time since I read the mini comics. And of course, here it is, that wonderful effect of warp jumping from Guardians of the Galaxy with different colors. And of course, that whoosh effect that they get with the rush, and they're just having fun. It's amazing. We also see Teela's sword here. If you guys see that, there it is, Teela's sword, traditional Captains of the Guard sword, whereas Adam has procured his power sword. There's even some Eternian writing right here on the door. I do believe it says, "Do not open." I'm just kidding, guys. Some people are saying, I've read online that some people are actually saying that this is a nod to the spaceship Eternia. It took me a while to figure out whether or not that's actually true, but it could actually be a version of the Starship Eternia. So I'm gonna hold judgment on that, but it's possible. It is possible. Now, this is interesting. A lot of people are saying that Krenger, he's not green enough. I'm pretty sure it's just because of the lighting. It's so bright out here that his mane is actually just blown out a bit. Duncan, actually, with this high resolution version of the trailer, he has his traditional outfit. Oh my God, it looks so beautiful. It's green. It's got the green jumper. It's got, and then we see the Roton flying in towards their location. This is probably an earlier version of Man-at-Arms. We can see he's got a very thick beard along with some nappy hair. He's also got a cannon, and he's wearing a full trench coat. So I think this is a very early, rogue version of Man-at-Arms, probably, in hiding, trying to be part of the Rebel Alliance, perhaps. We can also see that King Grayskull's effigy, which I do believe this is King Grayskull. And once again, I'm going to focus in on the Power Sword. King Grayskull is holding up the Power Sword itself. I believe that's what it is. And it appears, at least to me, that Skeletor had a particular disdain for King Grayskull, as his head has actually ended up on the floor here, scattered about with the map of Preternia. That is a very that's vindictive, if you ask me. Now, here's another wonderful area for freaking Easter eggs. Oh my God! First of all, if you don't realize it yet, we are actually surrounded by battle bones. That's right, everybody. You can actually see the rib cage, the spinal column, and in the back, there they are, the battle bones heads. Oh my gosh, the skulls themselves with the teeth, battle bones. Freaking incredible. And then we catch a glimpse of additional Eternian heroes. We see Ram Man right there behind Teela. Those glowing triangle eyes, that cannot be anyone except Mechanic. We see, I believe, what is another captain of the guard, perhaps, or just maybe a soldier of the Rebel Alliance. And then moving further back, there we see Prince Adam. We see Duncan. There is Uncle Fisto. Holy crap! There he is, Uncle Fisto himself. And the fist is not as big as, of course, it's not cartoon, comically oversized, but it is much larger than a regular fist. It's more like a gauntlet in itself. And it really does stand out. More Easter eggs. There is the Collector, a wonderful vehicle from the Filmation cartoon, which has now been realized in action figure form for the cartoon collection. It has those wonderful eyes, the two arms which collect people, and of course, it opens up from the front to unload and load characters. And then we do see some amazing characters just rolling in. We have Spikor here, and this is amazing as he does not have his hand on his right arm. It actually is, I do believe, the placeholder for where he's going to put his trident. That was pointed out. That was reminded to me by Mike of Eternia Royalty. Here's Uncle Fisto with his fist being ready to ram somebody into the face. But look, it's actually hypercharged, guys. Look at that. It's actually got a thrust feature, and really he utilized this to really just wallop guys out of the stratosphere. Oh my gosh, what a crazy, crazy effect. And once again, looking at the armor, we see those midsection armor bits that are on his stomach and chest. So reminiscent of Fisto. It's absolutely glorious. Then we get to see Prince Adam squaring off against Trapjaw. Yes, that is definitely Trapjaw. You can see the red helmet, the green skin, the mandible, the big arm with the spikes, and of course his blue skin. Holy crap, guys. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is a Talon Fighter perched on this pedestal. This sword of power is gigantic, and there he is. If we didn't get a better look at him before, there is Trapjaw. Holy crap! He's got his hook attachment, obviously his prosthetic arm, and the spikes everywhere. His helmet is spiked, and he's got that blue skin. In freaking incredible, man! This is amazing. We have a closer look at the Fright Fighters. There we can see they have that dragonfly three-winged idea. So these are definitely going to be toys in the series. And we've been waiting for it for so long. There he is. There is Beastman in his traditional armor. And again, I got to give a nod to Mondo. I believe that a lot of the designers who worked on this movie were somewhat inspired by Mondo designers. I think that everyone at Mondo deserves a tip of the hat for that. And of course, Beastman is just a heavy beast. He just crushes those two police vehicles. Everyone's running. It's pandemonium, chaos. And here is a fight which we've all been waiting for. Teela versus Evil-Lyn. And if we look here at the top, it looks like Evil-Lyn's armor and dress are actually of a sort of reflective blue material, which I can't wait to see when the movie comes out. Because when they actually do their fight, it looks as if her armor is actually more black. But here on this still, you can actually see there's wonderful blue highlights that are all across the armor itself. And here we finally get a glimpse of Evil-Lyn herself, and she looks absolutely glorious. My goodness, I love the headdress. I love the white hair. She actually has white hair, guys. Someone suggested, I believe it was AJ, that it's platinum blonde. But my God, she looks incredible. Definitely hearkening towards 2000X if we look at the armor itself. But you can see those blue crystals that are embedded into the armor and really giving off that wonderful detail. This is gorgeous. And, of course, that wonderful striking of her staff to Teela's sword. These two, of course, are mortal enemies and just fighting for the freedom of... For the conquest of Eternia. In freaking incredible. Teela here, wonderful blue eyes with deep red hair, just gorgeous. Then we have Cringer, and a lot of us are hoping that he's more meek than ferocious, but here he is totally ferocious. Look at that! Look at that snarl. I have the power! So. One thing we didn't hear there was, of course, the signature catchphrase, by the power of Grayskull, but we did hear that incredible, I have the power. So there it is. And another wonderful detail that we see here, this is the bottomless chasm underneath Grayskull. I believe that myself and AJ and Mike, we do believe that that's what this is. And of course, there are platforms underneath Grayskull, which you can land your fighters, your ships, and then take the elevator up to Grayskull, or at least the ground surrounding Grayskull. In freaking incredible. And then the power of Grayskull comes down, and of course emanates through the castle. Absolutely thrilling, just beautiful. And of course, He-Man is literally on fire, and we see for the first time the Cordite Cross. Oh my goodness, a lot of controversy around this, but they have made the decision. Travis Knight and the designers have made the decision to bring the Cordite Cross back for this movie, and it looks amazing. And one more time, a huge tip of the hat to Mondo and their designers, because I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was their original character for their first Master Universe He-Man figure, probably in many ways inspired this design for He-Man in the movies. He-Man is literally on fire here, like quite literally. You see that he is glowing with fiery energy before exploding, and then we see a Filmation-style Grayskull. Wow. A Filmation-style Grayskull right in the back as the energy continues to flow down and imbue him with the power of Grayskull. And then we see in this scene, we are inside of Snake Mountain. What else could it be? Those two fangs in the front, the inner rib cage, the inner portion of the top of the mouth, and everywhere surrounded by the heraldry of the Snake Men from eons past. This is crazy. If you look carefully, this is a bunch of cobras holding up a torch and just weapons that we have normally seen with Snake Men everywhere. This is just gorgeous. And of course, he is fighting the minions of Skeletor, who are wearing skeletal armor. You can see the bony plates in the back, the rib cage feature of the armor in the front, and of course, an homage to Skeletor himself, the bony nature of their helmets. And He-Man is just walloping them all, making them fly back. It's just amazing. Here we do see Snake Mountain from the outside, the boiling pits of Snake Mountain, and on the tongue, I do believe that is the Sorceress, along with Skeletor and He-Man coming to her rescue. And then we see, once again, the Lord of Destruction himself, surrounded by his minions. And if we take a look, there's Goatman. Holy crap. And he's wearing face paint, which just makes him look so demonic. That is just absolutely frightening. Oh my gosh. That is nuts. The Havoc staff is glowing with Havoc energy, and those two glowing eyes of Skeletor depicting as he continues to get angrier and angrier. This is amazing. He-Man here, as I said, a lot of people are going to say he's not big enough, he's not jacked. But you know what? It took a lot of work for Nicholas Galitzine to get into this shape, and I think he really pulled it off. You can see that glorious Cordite Cross along with the strap set. Looking at this design, you really can't tell that this is very much the Mondo. I'm just going to bring it up right now. I'm going to bring up Mondo He-Man. That this He-Man right here, okay, this version of He-Man, which was created by Mondo years ago. All right, and congratulations to anybody who has this. Looking at this He-Man here, he has a gauntlet with a wonderful metal detail. Looking at He-Man here, he has that same gauntlet with that metallic detail right there. His belt is very reminiscent of this belt. This is crazy. It doesn't stop there. The strap set, very much like this, is made of a leather material. The Cordite Cross is on a plate, which is very similar to the Cordite Cross, which is on this plate. I think there is an argument to be made here that this was inspired by Mondo. I'd like to think so, anyway. And then, of course, there is this glorious battle between Skeletor and He-Man, and this really brings it all together. We can really see the power, the magic, the havoc being imbued between these two masters of the universe. And this is going to be a glorious movie that we're going to see this coming June 5th, only in theaters, everybody, in premium formats. Guys, you have to follow all of the Masters Movies social medias at Master Movie on Instagram. I believe it's on Twitter, Facebook, and on TikTok. I believe it is Master Movie Official, masteruniverse.movie. Guys, do not miss out on this one. This was absolutely crazy. And the Easter eggs just kept on coming. Oh, Master of the Universe in 2026 it's never been in public consciousness more than it has been right now. As a matter of fact, guys, if you really enjoy Master Universe and you are a Master Universe fan, I encourage you to come and join us for MOTU Universe 2026. This is the Masters Universe convention that's happening in Torrance, at the Torrance Marriott in Redondo Beach, California. Myself, AJ of Eternia Royalty of Humania.com, Mike of Eternia Royalty, we have worked hard to get this convention going, and really the fans have responded. As I said, it's going to be happening at the Torrance Marriott Hotel, May 23rd to 24th, Memorial Day weekend. It's freaking amazing. We have some amazing guests that are coming this year, including Rudy Obrero, the wonderful packaging designer for the original Master Universe toy line. All of his wonderful paintings are on the Castle Grayskull, Battle Cat, the Wind Raider. So many wonderful paintings. We have Blade from the 1987 movie, Anthony DeLongis. He is going to be there doing a weapons demonstration. It's going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait to be able to meet him in person. It's going to be great. And of course, the great Alan Oppenheimer. This is going to be an amazing opportunity. He doesn't do too many conventions anymore, guys. He's getting up in age, and to be able to have a chance to meet him. And he didn't just do the voice of Skeletor. He did the voice of Battle Cat. He did the voice of Duncan, Man at Arms, freaking Falcor, the dragon. He did Mighty Mouse. This is nuts to be able to have this type of Eternia royalty at the show. Is incredible. And speaking of Eternia royalty, the Princess of Power herself, the Princess of Eternia, Melindy Britt, the voice of She-Ra, will also be joining us. Oh my God, what an incredible lineup. And of course, with the Master Universe 1987 movie again, William Stout, the designer who made the look for He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, and of course, Gwildor. He created Gwildor's look. It was freaking awesome. Definitely give him, come to MOTU Universe 2026, meet William Stout in person, talk to him about the movie process and how that's done. Writer guest of honor Tim Sheridan, who's worked on multiple comic books, and of course the production for Master Universe Revelation Revolution, multiple different cartoons and movies and television. He'll be talking about his brand new secret project for Master Universe at MOTU Universe 2026. Definitely come and meet Tim Sheridan at the show. And of course, we have other wonderful artist guests as well as writers. Tony Washington, Ken Coleman, wonderful artists, both in their own right. Incredible artwork that they've been bringing to the Master Universe community. And of course, writer Joshua Skye, who's literally writing the lore of Master Universe and mini comics. It's going to be freaking epic. You can get tickets at MOTUniversecon.com. The early bird registration is happening right now. You can save quite a bit of money right now on MOTUniversecon.com. The tickets are available on Eventbrite, but you can get there directly from the tickets portion here on MOTUniverse He-Mania, powered by He-Mania.com. And if you are an exhibitor and are looking to get a table, definitely head over to MOTUniversecon.com. Sign up to become an exhibitor. And guys, spaces are going fast, so we definitely want to get you guys in and get you guys showcasing all of your wonderful artwork, all the toys, everything. It's going to be great. The hotel, of course, is at the Torrance Marriott, Redondo Beach in California, May 23rd to 24th. You can actually book your stay on MOTUniversecon.com. Just click on the link here. It'll send you to the portal for the Marriott, and you can reserve your hotel so that you can celebrate with us as we celebrate Master Universe in 2026. Guys, we're going to have a huge Master Universe movie celebration. The movie's only 2 weeks after MOTUniverse, so it's going to be the place to celebrate Master Universe in 2026. More guests, more events. It's going to be freaking crazy. Guys, huge shout out to everybody who helped to make MOTUniverse happen. And we hope to see you guys at MOTUniverse 2026. It's going to be awesome. Wow. What an amazing look. And, there was the tease and then there was the trailer. And the trailer just blew us all away. But there were so many crazy Easter eggs that were to be found. And I hope that I was able to find most of the Easter eggs that were there. I'm pretty sure there are a ton more. And I challenge everybody out there, what other Easter eggs do you think you can find in the Master Universe movie trailer? Please leave those in the comment section below. Let me know what I missed, or if I got everything, or if there's something that you wish was in the trailer. What characters should have been in there? What characters are you hoping to see in the Master Universe trailer and the Master Universe movie and the trailers coming? I'm thinking that the Super Bowl is going to have a massive trailer, and we're really looking forward to that. Guys, let me know in the comment section below, what were your thoughts about the Masters of the Universe trailer that was dropped today on Masters Universe movie on YouTube? Guys, let me know. Definitely follow all the Masters movie social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Masters movie, and of course at Masters movie official on TikTok. Guys, this has been incredible. Thank you for joining me. It's been an awesome awesome time catching up with you. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. The Masters of the Universe is going strong in 2026, everybody. And this year marks the return of Masters of the Universe, as it is the most it's been in the public consciousness in decades. A theatrical movie, 2 sets of toy lines, both one from Mondo, one from Mattel proper, and freaking video games, novels, and comic books. Masters of the Universe is everywhere in 2026. And this is the year for MOTU. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.